Hi there everyone, my name is Tim Sawyer. I'm from Track and Trace Solutions and we're going to be talking about the Retail Express Stocktake app that we've developed for doing stocktakes for Retail Express. So a couple of points that we need to cover, and obviously there'll be some documentation that will be able to support you. Please refer to that, but this is just a quick overview, so hopefully this should be sufficient. Um, the device itself needs to be first plugged into your PC. When you plug it in, you will have something that pops up on the screen. As soon as you see these four choices, you will choose transfer files. If you don't select the number 2, transfer files, if you go to the left-hand side here, here's the root directory. You can see the RK25. You actually won't see that RK25. Or you will see it, but you won't be able to pop down to this internal shared storage, which is where we need to be able to get into, because in here, in the download folder, is where we're going to pull a lookup table. I'll talk about that in a second, but the lookup table is important because it allows us to load your inventory that you're currently holding onto the device. Okay, very quickly, the stock take list itself, or the lookup table, will look like this. So when you export your data from Retail Express, we only need 3 columns of data, and they are your product ID number, your barcode number, supplier SKU number, and a description. Just the 3 columns, and we just cut and paste it into Notepad. That's how I find it's probably the most easiest. We need to save that file as lookup. That's very important, or it won't load. So it has to be those 3 columns of data in Notepad. And if you're not sure where Notepad is, just search it in the search here when you go to Notepad. There you go. You're in now. You can dump your data into that and just save it as lookup. So once we've done all that, we then need to grab that lookup table. I've just created a folder called Retail Express, and all we're going to do is look for it. So here it is here. I'll just do a copy and paste. Copy. I'll go down into the RK25 internal storage, and I'll go into download, and then I will paste. That's it. So then we're going to go, once we've done that, we are going to then go, sorry if I'm jumping all around the place there. I'm going to open up, yep, we like that. And we're going to open up our Retail Express Stocktake app. And it's simple as just go to import lookup. You go yes to proceed, because it's asking you just to make sure that you've formatted it correctly. And yes to proceed, and import it successfully. And that's it. Once we do that, we can actually view our lookup. It's only a small lookup, but we can see that information that comes up on the screen. Okay, so the next point. Okay, so now we're ready to start the stocktake. We can select Start Stocktake. Now we don't have to enter a location or a bin ID number. If your Retail Express system is actually tracking by location, then that's fine. If not, just proceed. And here we're going to, this is obviously the scan area. On your RK25, you will see a yellow button that you can select scan by. There's also 2 side buttons, scan buttons on the side that you can scan. Now, once you do scan an item, then what will happen is the description will come up on the screen. So that's your lookup there. I don't have these actually. I'll just key them in, so it's no different to scanning. Hopefully you're not keying in. 128 307, and then we're entering. And as you can see, the description is coming up now on screen, and then I can add a quantity in. I'll go 20 of these. You can either use the virtual keyboard that comes up on the screen or the actual physical keypad. And that's our first record. Now, if this keypad's annoying you, you can just go backspace on the bottom of the screen. And you'll see 3 soft buttons and one will be your back button. So this is capturing bulk quantities, but you can actually save yourself a bit of time if you're just scanning every individual unit by just going auto save. And instead of having to add a quantity every time, it's now going to capture a 1 automatically. So all we need to do is now 1, 2, 7, 1, 8. So there we go. And now it's capturing a 1 every time. We don't actually have to enter that quantity every time. So once you're finished your stock take, you would close it, close, and we'll do an export counts. But remember, one of the issues we find with clients is they may have the device plugged into their USB port of their PC. Disconnect it, please. Do not have it connected when you do an export count. Now, if I'm actually using Visor to connect the screen of the device, so I can't do that or I'll lose the screen. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. Make sure that the device is not connected into the PC when you're doing export count, or you won't see any counts on your file. But to export counts, you will either get 2 choices: send via email or export to internal memory. Most clients choose export to internal memory. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Once they have done that, they've exported the data, they can go back into your file directory and you'll see it sitting in here. Now, it probably won't be sitting because I haven't actually disconnected the device. No, there it is there. So there's your Rex counts. And that's the export file that you'll be using with your wireless Excel scan tool that Retail Express provides. And you'll import that into that tool. I hope that's sufficient for now. Once again, please refer to your documentation that we'll be sending you as well. And please call us if you have any issues at all with the setup. Thank you very much. Tim Sawyer, Track and Trace Solutions.